I did get a bit irritated as work went on because at first it was fine. The load wasn't going to get there, but it was not a large load. I did not have a lot of product on the load either. That would have been fine, right? It was only like 4 pallets, 5 pallets. And then I only had like 7 things on those pallets. So by no means was it bad for that. I threw all the waters. That was easy. Everything was already laid out. Just went back and forth with a 6-wheeler. That was fine. One time I pulled out a pallet, then I destroyed that pallet. So that was fine, right? However, there was a DoorDash issue. Or more specifically, there was issues with the DoorDash where trying to pay with the code, the QR code, would not work. So it would just freeze our system because we couldn't do anything. They couldn't pay differently because as soon as we scanned it, it says it went through, but you can't pay for it because if you try and use the QR code, it gets rid of the EFT, so you can't use your card. Then if you try to use the QR code, like saying you want to use a payment scan, you can scan the payment on someone's phone or something, that won't work either. It would say scan the token, and then you scan it, and it says that it's accepted, and then nothing happens. So it essentially soft locked our registers. So we had to transfer and try it different ways, and it still wouldn't work. Then we had to void them altogether because they wouldn't work. So the DoorDashers that didn't have another way to pay, they were screwed. Except the DoorDashers that did have a card, or they were going to use their own card, or something like that, they were fine. Excuse me. I was gonna get a soda, but I decided not to because I bought, 48 sodas. So, hello, Brian. There's still something purple on the ground. Here's a garage sale sign. Well, that wasn't the worst part of it. Even though, yes, I did have to go back and forth when I was actively trying to do something, and then I would walk across the store and they would call me back, so I'd have to go all the way back up. What am I doing today? I am coming from work. Hey, where are you from? I am from Earth. The worst part about today was one of the freezers for the freezer section decided to go down. So a lot of the product started heating up really quickly. So we had to remove all of that. And because hot air rises, a lot of the stuff that would be on the top, we had to remove because it was just not getting dispersed. Everything else started temping correctly after left the freezers closed for a bit, but it still didn't change the temps up top. I'm gonna have to have some top ramen when I get home. Let's see, I'm trying to think of what else. That's really all there was. Tomorrow is going to be the med flip. I am going to be closing clerk tomorrow, not PIC. I'm just gonna be a regular checker. So that'll be cool. I'll be closing for Matt. I tried to see if I could get Friday off and not have a split day off. However, the person I asked would have had a split day off. We would essentially just swap the days. So they didn't want it. So I'm still screwed on that. However, it is not a bad shift. It is just 12 to 7:30. So by no means is it a super long shift, but it's not a short shift. It's also dead set in the middle of the day. However, I have Saturday off, and I have Thursday off. So it won't be that bad. Alright, that's weird. Other than having some top ramen when I get home, probably still have the chicken again. Or I'll probably try the beef because it's been a long time since I had beef as well. Because I normally just use soy sauce top ramen. I'm going to play some Killing Floor 3. Finish up the weekly challenges, because I can do the weekly challenges just fine. Going to complete the dailies that came out. I'm trying to figure out what else. I think at some point I will stop playing Killing Floor 3 as soon as it stops being fun. However, I like the progression. You go into a match, play, get resources, and then I get to customize my weapons. They're going to add more weapons, and they're going to add more weapon mods, which means there will be a greater variety in how you can build your weapon at some point, which is exciting. I think I can now eat my ice cream. I will eat my ice cream right now. There's a bird. At least I think it was a bird. Not too sure. Okay, it is too thick. What? Someone is at the memorial for Beast. It's nice to know that people are still paying respects. Yeah, I should have waited for it to get a bit thinner. Don't really have much else to say. I guess one thing I am excited for is that I have moved on to the Firebug weapon modifications. But then after Firebug, it'll be moving on to Ninja. I want to call it Berserker. I'll be moving on to Ninja, and Ninja deals with a bunch of big weapons. You know, swords and kunai and stuff. Compound bow. So that'll be exciting. I get to see how they customize those. I know that there should be new weapons coming out as well before the end of the year. It should be AK-47-ish, like an AK type of thing. Okay. There should be a double barrel. And then there should be like M14 style weapon, like a modernized version of M14. So, that'll be fun. Oh, someone's riding their bike very quickly. Hello, Geary. Not Sketch, but hello. I'm getting that more and more often, surprisingly. What is my name? You can call me Fury. You know, Fury, except in this case it's spelled with an I. Because if you follow it along with S, it's Furious. Well, that's fine. Wouldn't be the first time someone's, called me Sketch, so. You're behind me. Well, I feel bad for whoever Sketch is. Because I'm not Sketch, but, like I've said. What's my age? I am 24, unfortunately. Hello, Genesis and Antonio. How are y'all? I don't like a day over 40? Okay. Where am I? I am on Earth. Free Fire, Kalogi. I don't know who that is, or what that is. Look behind me. Why would I? Oh, you are? I mean, someone from Basics Training said that they were going to kill me. They've still yet to do that, so I doubt some stranger is going to do it. At least they knew my name. Oh, man, spooky, scary. Oh, you guys are real intimidating and frightening. Well, yeah, I got off of work. Plus, just because it's dark doesn't mean anything. The darkness isn't scary. It's what's inside the darkness. Duh. Nate, what? Night vision glasses are crazy? Dude, I wish I had night vision. You know how cool that would be? Very. Goggles? I don't have night vision goggles either. I should. Bobby Hill from back is crazy. You know, first time someone's ever said that. Funny thing is, I used to have short hair. Well, no, actually. When I was younger, like when I was a kid, I normally used to have like fairly shaggy hair. I used to grow my hair out down to my shoulders. Now, see, Harry Potter, that's also what someone calls me at work. So that one's not too bad. Has anything creepy happened yet? No? Nate, you still spelled it wrong. Damn. I dropped something. Have I seen a blue car? I saw a blue car. Why? Where am I going in pitch black? I'm going home. Like I said, I got off of work. This is like my usual day. What grade am I in? I've graduated, surprisingly. You got ops? What do you mean? You got ops. Enemies? Like I said earlier, there was that guy in basic training who said he was going to kill me. So technically, yes. There's a very good reason why he said he was going to kill me, but that's a story for another time. When did he say that? How old am I? Probably like 6 years ago? Roughly. Let's see, it's July. I was going into August. Yeah, 6 years ago. You dropped out of school, Nate? Well, that makes a couple of people I know that's dropped out of school. Stay strapped. Full switch. I don't have a CCW, so I can't really do that. Even then, God gave me hands for a reason. So. Antonio, I don't know what it was means in this situation. Because his name's not Antonio. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Nate, I'm not gonna add you. I don't know who Tommy is. Does not know how to fight. My stepbrother was a professional boxer. He's taught me, so. He's fought Nate Diaz. He lost. I mean, very clearly he would fucking lose. That was before Nate Diaz blew up into, becoming a boxing sensation, though. No, I'm not lying, Hayden. Am I in Michigan? No, I'm not in Michigan. Anyways, I am about home, so I will see you guys next time. Have a good day, night, evening, guys, and afternoon. Be sure to like, subscribe, share the channel, and stay safe, everyone. Okay? Also, still not lying. Antonio, I doubt that. But pimp my step. People say I walk with confidence, so that's good enough. Wow, do we switch? That's rude. Hey, Max. Hey, dog. Hi. Hello. Hey. Oh, hi. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Can you see me? No, I threw that away. Hey, buddy. Come on. Also, there might be flashing lights. Hold on. Wow. Okay. Alright, seems like my live stream is went into my room. So, awesome. Bam! Look, it's a fucking dog! Hi, Max. You have fleas? You have fleas again? Huh? You got fleas? You got fleas? We gave you medicine. You still have fleas? Cute dog, thanks. Just looking at the ice cream that was on my hand. Yeah, what'd you guys say? Switch called me a dweeb. Cool. Register for show. I'm not registered to own a gun. Lock the door. Something bad might happen if I don't lock the door. Well, yeah, no shit. It's kind of how it works. My dog is... Yeah, that's a dog. It's a very cute dog. Oh, me X. X. Hi, buddy. This is Maximus Aurelius. Oh, buddy. Oh, thanks, Antonio. I'm sure he appreciates seeing that. Even though he can't see that. What's happening? I was vlogging, and then it should have ended already, but it's going to my house because people kept typing. I should go back out? Why would I go back out? Like, of my room? Max, you know that's bad for your paw. Thanks, Alejandro. Late night walks are calm. I mean, yeah, they are, but I'd rather be home playing games. So. Aw, buddy. I know it's not as comfy in here, huh? Well, you wanna leave? You don't have to stay in here, buddy. Come on. Come on, you wanna go? You wanna go? No? You're playing Call of Duty? Nice. I am not playing Call of Duty because I don't like Call of Duty as much anymore. It used to be fun, but not anymore. Is he okay, my dog? Yeah. It's probably just because the lights are on. He was sleeping before I came home, so. You subscribed? Thanks, Alejandro. Do I smoke? Like, cigarettes or weed? Because I do neither. You play Fortnite, but the servers are down. I used to play Fortnite. But I stopped playing that after like season 3. Just before all the crossovers and shit started happening. Who the fuck is this? Who is this? That was probably someone I played Night Rain with. The one Mr. Gemini, no man, I haven't seen you in years. How have you been, bro? Miss you, man. Yeah, I don't know who you are, Gemini. No offense. Like, not trying to be rude. I just have no idea who you are. So. Good for you, men. Call you Jim, because at least the last part of your name is Jim. So good for you, Jim. Oh, I think my dog's ready to go. Hello again, Antonio. Even though you've still been here the whole time. Biggest fan? Well, thanks, Antonio. I appreciate it. What have y'all been saying? Yeah, Germany's not the first time I heard that either. Okay. Pretty sure that's someone from soccer, so. What am I doing right now? I'm getting ready to play games. Tony, I don't really believe that. Oh, they also had a Deus Ex. I wonder if they added to Rock yet. No, it's just 1, 2, 3, and Origins, which is yet to come out. What have y'all been saying? Hey, Wesley. I was gonna play Killing Floor 3. Why am I closed on? Because I've decided not to change that. Look at Rivaldo and that's my haircut. Probably won't. She's eating and then she'd jump off the road. If she jumped off the road, then wouldn't she be safer? She was on the road when eating. Doing great. That's good to hear, Wesley. Nobody cares, Antonio. Nice. That's good, Wesley. I need a new chair. Y'all can clearly hear. Caveman? I mean, I do like fire. Also, that Bessie, you already said that. So. Because I've decided not to change. So. Nate, I don't think you're on the right video if you're expecting me to strip down right now. Alright, see ya. We doing your character in different outfits? Nice, listen. I'm going to stop the show now though, so I can actually change clothes, get food, you know, play games. Nate, I don't know if that's supposed to be a compliment or an insult, because I don't know who that's. Are you tired? I am tired. Want to run Fort? I'm pretty sure you mean Fortnite. No, like I said, I don't play Fortnite. I used to play it back in Season 3. Why does not have such a big sack at Christmas time? I mean, it probably doesn't. More than likely, Krampus. Look at the evil kid from Toy Story. I get that often, so. Also, Turtles, that's a pretty good joke. I'm gonna tell that to one of my coworkers tomorrow. If they're there tomorrow. They should be, though. Are you a G? I mean, I'm really going to. I can't really call myself OG. So. Carolina's chopped. I mean, I kind of just, shave it down. Hello, Swallow. Alright, you guys have 5 minutes. I'm gonna stop it at 40 minutes. Give or take. My favorite food is pizza. There's a lot of ways you can customize it. I like Assassin's Creed, but they ruined it. Doesn't play the same anymore. I mean, Nate, that's literally on my channel. It's like one of the very few actual videos, quote unquote, I have. Here's my favorite drink. Here's this water. Mine would have to be Dr. Pepper, and then Diet Mountain Dew. I'm not Christian, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Okay. Man, for being on deadline, you guys don't say a lot. How much I want to stick right now is 0 to 10. I'll be like a 3. I know I just look tired because I'm literally looking down, but if I were to look like this, then my eyelids go up so I could actually, see stuff. I really have to have my eyelids, this way when I'm looking like this. Ah. How many women have I slept with? Have I ever platinumed a game? Yeah, pretty sure. What about men? What? Why is it you guys say that with like 1 minute left? What do you think of GTA 6 coming out? I mean, it's cool. Never thought I'd be alive to see GTA 6 come out. Still waiting for Elder Scrolls 6. I mean, you had 10 seconds. Okay, I'm giving you a bit more than 10 seconds. I did say give or take, so. Trying my stream? Sweet. At least I had someone else watching my stream. Alright, if that's the case, then I'm just gonna end my stream. Hope you all enjoyed. Have a good day, night, evening, dusk, dawn, afternoon. Be sure to like, subscribe, share the channel, and to stay safe, everyone. Oh, but before I forget, because I just don't like it when there's weird fuckers on my channel, I'm banning that Nate dude. Okay, anyways. There we go. Alright, now have a good day, everyone, and stay safe.